guys, welcome back to MAPOP Sports. This is Grandy. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for checking out the video, checking out this channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back, guys. Hopefully everybody's having a good beginning to their week. I'm just working away, man. What's the word I always say? Grinding, right? Grinding away, guys. So I was able to pick up, just to kind of give you guys a status, what I'm doing right now is I was able to pick up a nice, really super cool lot. And I am doing a lot of whatnot shows now. So we'll talk about it in a second. This is kind of the purpose of this video, but just kind of let you guys know what I'm doing. But I want to show you guys something. In this lot, which was super cool. So this is the thing about when you purchase big lots. Sometimes people don't know what they have in their lot. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you can find a diamond in the rough, literally a diamond in the rough. So this was a card I found, and I'm gonna get graded, obviously, but I found this in the lot, and I bought this lot. It was probably maybe about 10 to 15,000 cards. I got it at a great deal for, I think, under like $1,000. So it was a really great lot. Lots of numbered, lots of autos, nothing crazy, right? Then all of a sudden, I'm kind of going through, and I find this card, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is a Patrick Mahomes Rookie Stars rookie card. So it's not, a $10,000 card or anything like that, but that one card right itself, and it's in great condition. If it comes back a 10, it literally pays for the lot itself. One card. So everything else is kind of gravy. So that's the cool things, just to let you guys know when you're looking through lots and everything. Take your time, go through them, make sure you price them right, and then you never know what you'll find. So I know it takes a lot of time. Some people hate going through all the cards and everything, but I found that card. That was pretty freaking cool. I was pretty ecstatic, pulling that card. I guess you could say it's almost like a pull, right? When you go through a lot and you find a freaking card like that, it's like a pull, man. To me, so super cool. And like I said, everything else is going to be gravy. It's going to be icing on the cake to me. So whatever I sell on that. So there you guys go. So this week I'm just selling a lot, like I said, on whatnot. So let's jump into that. Right before I do that, I'm still doing my eBay store. Check out the link in the description, guys. My eBay store, I am listing hundreds and hundreds of cars daily. I'm really ramping that up. I'm working my ass off hours at a day. So just let you guys know on that. So every little bit helps. Whatnot. So my thoughts are, so if you guys are wondering, I haven't done a whatnot show in almost 2 years. So I was jumping back into the whatnot, and the reason people were asking was, number one, the reason why I'm going back is I need to increase my revenue stream. eBay store kind of took a dip in the past. I would say probably in the last month. For me, myself, it's taken a dip, so I need to find other avenues of revenue. In-person shows, you can only do so many. In my eyes, I do with my kids and scheduling and everything, and my wife's schedule and everything, I could probably only do one every other month currently. I'd love to do more, but, just time consuming. But there you guys go. So you have to find different avenues of revenue, and so I'm jumping back onto whatnot. So here's my thoughts. So there's some people who ask, number one, why did you stop? Number two, what are my thoughts previously of whatnot, and what are my thoughts now? Why? This is from my experience and my thoughts only. I don't have a huge following on whatnot. I have a little bit over 2,000 followers. You guys can join me if you guys want. Links in the description if you want to build that 2,000 up. But originally, my first thoughts of whatnot, because I was one of the originals who started off on whatnot when it was actually, you couldn't just sell. You have to apply and have some type of social media following, and they had to kind of, I guess you could vet you and for you to even become a seller on that. So that was the one thing. I was one of those people. So some people got in, some people didn't. It was kind of an exclusive club to be a seller on whatnot, right? So originally what I felt like, it was in the early stages. I felt like whatnot, the application and everything, there were so many things that were missing until now. Everything from the OBS system where you can, put the camera on you. There was a lot of the, the giveaway situations on those whatnot apps. Like they had to fine tune it a little bit better. There were so many software, I wouldn't say defects, but I would say they needed to enhance and, figure it out, to fine tune it, right? So there were a lot of things that happened at the beginning. I felt like they needed a fix. There was the bots and all that stuff. There still might be, but now I think they've kind of figured that out a little bit. I think streamlining of creating shows, listing, having a platform where you can list, the buy it now sections, the storefront instead of just straight auctions, be able to take pictures of slabs, have an AI system where it automatic lists. So all that stuff has come on board now since the last time I did it, right? So listing has been completely easier when you want to list on Whatnot. I feel like they've increased some of the platform to make it more user friendly. I feel like the support there is bigger because I think they've expanded. I think they did I think they were raising money for the company. I think it's still private. I'm pretty sure it's still private. It's still small enough that it's private. It's still funds, for the company and everything for them to expand. So they're growing. But the reason why I stopped Whatnot at the very beginning was, number one, I was moving. I was planning to move. I was going through situations at life, time. I was still working a full-time job. And then I was really ramping up and building up my eBay store. It was really time-consuming. If you never sold on Whatnot, it's not as easy as it seems, because you just think that, holy shit, you can make so much money, just sell within an hour, 2 hours, whatever, how long over your show, and that's it, right? And then you turn off your phone as a buyer, like, wow, I just bought this from this guy. He probably made like 100 or 200 or 300 sales. He's going to be rich, bitch, right? Type of thing. It doesn't work that way, guys. So if you guys are wondering, what do you do on Whatnot? So before a show, you have to prep. When I say that, you got to get the right inventory. You get your inventory lined up, ready to rock and roll. Let's just say, make it a simple one, right? Let's just say you got 200 items, right? You still have to filter. You can't just bring a bunch of crap. You got to want some things that people want, okay? So you got to prep. You got to get about 200 of items to get listed to put on the auction. If you want to do the buy it now store, you got to list those. So you're talking hours. I would say maybe a couple hours to prep for one show. So let's just say on the low side, I prep for an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, okay? Because you're going to list maybe, let's just say, a handful of cards on the buy it now section, and you want to list, prep the show, get it ready, another hour and a half of all these items you're going to auction. Then on top of that, you got to, get your show ready, name of the show, picture, if you want to put a picture, listing all the auctions on that show, get it ready, click, get your computer ready. If you have two systems, you can use just the phone if you want, but usually people have two systems where you can list with the cameras at work right now, and then you're starting the auction all at once. So if it's a one-person show like I do, it's a pain and it's tough. It's not that easy, guys. So if you have two people, one person kind of starts the auction while the other person is talking and showing the cards. That would be ideal. I don't have that luxury. So I have the luxury of having a laptop and having my phone, and I am running everything at the same time, guys. So that's kind of how you do it. It's not as easy as it sounds. It would primarily be a lot easier if you have 2 or 3 people, honestly, doing this. So there you guys go. That's the preparation for the show. Let's just say an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then you do the show. Let's just say that's another 2 hours. Let's just say you do a regular 2-hour show. You have 200 items auctioned off, whatever the case may be. Keep in mind, during the show, during the auction and everything, once you sell one thing, you don't just throw it away, right? You got to put that card or whatever card, that lot, into a bag. Number the system. You have to have a numbering system. And number that system, stash it away because you're going to be shipping later. Don't forget, you got to ship later, okay? So after the so during the show, you're doing all this stuff. So that's why I said if you have 2 or 3 people, it helps. So I normally put everything into a bag that's numbered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's just say all the way up to 200. That's how I do it. Put it in a box. So then hopefully it makes my life a little bit easier when I'm doing the shipping part. So after that, after the show, another 2 hours. So you're talking about 3 to 4 hours already in prepping and then doing the show. Now, after that, you're exhausted. You talk for 2 hours and you won't be tired trying to entertain people and all that stuff. It's a lot of freaking work. This is why I kind of stopped, because it's just time consuming. Then packaging and shipping. So now you got to go back into the system, into your laptop, whatever, your computer, print out all the labels, and then you got to numberize them. So when I say that, it's because let's say one person bought lot 1, another person bought lot 40, 50, 60, and then, you got to go and pick all those numbers that I already, labeled earlier, put it into a package, package it nicely in a bubble wrap, whatever, in a box, whatever the case may be. Then you got to get that label, put it on, get ready to ship, okay? This process, depending on how many orders you sell or how many auctions you have, let's just say it's about 200 items, right? If you sold about 200 items, and let's just say if you had like 3 people bought all those 200 items, simple, easy, fun. However, when that's usually not the case. Let's just say you have, on average, of those 200 items, you have maybe 20 people, 25 people, okay, that buy. So you got to go to each individual person and pick all their items that they ordered and purchased, put it, package it, bam, 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 bam. Put the label, damn, there. That probably takes, honestly, maybe about another hour to 2 hours. So you're talking about you're 6 hours in already, guys, okay, on this Whatnot show. Then you still got to take it to the post office and drop it off, ship it, all that stuff, and click it that you did that. So all in all, to do a 2-hour show in my eyes or 200 items shipped, you're probably looking anywhere between, I would say, 5 to 8 hours. It's a full-time job. So that's why I was working full-time on top of growing the eBay business and then doing this and then doing shows and raising 4 kids, 11 and under. So you know why I kind of took a break from Whatnot. Now, going back to Whatnot, what I felt like, because you have to keep in mind, you have to build the following. It's just not a pure moneymaker instantly, okay? If you first show started, you may have 5 people in your room. Of those 5 people, maybe 1 person buys something. And if whatever they buy, if you're doing an auction, you better start at $1 because most likely people aren't going to buy stuff because it is what it is, right? It's a numbers game. If you've never done sales, it's a straight numbers game. The more people you have in your room, the more followers you have, it will be, so this is a domino. The more followers you have, once you keep building it, the more people you have in your room, the more opportunities for someone to buy stuff from you to buy an auction, okay? It's not as easy as, if you go join those big rooms, go look at their followings. They have anywhere between 20,000 followers, guys. And then yet they only, if you really look at it, they still only have about 30 to maybe 50 people in the room any given time, unless you're the huge guys who have like hundreds of people in the room. Different. They built it to that point. Please do understand. It's not as easy as people think. So right now, Whatnot, I feel like it's just a different revenue stream for me to move items. And it's not gonna, if you break how much you put into each individual card, you're not gonna make any money because a lot of these things you sell for $1, $2. Whatnot is a buyer's dream for sports cars. Once again, I'm gonna say this again. If you're looking to buy sports cars and get the best deal, I would highly recommend buying off of Whatnot. Buying off of my stream. You will buy shit for so darn cheap compared to comps, compared to even at shows or whatever. You're gonna get some of the best, I'm telling you, deals you can on Whatnot currently. You just gotta find those smaller shows or those mid-tier guys like myself. I would consider me a small timer because I only have 2,000 followers. I only barely get anywhere between 5 to 10 people currently per show. Hopefully if I can build that up, great. If not, it is what it is, right? Find those types of shows and you will get you the best deals because most of these guys who, like myself, who are starting auctions at $1, $2, you might be able to get a $10, $20 card for $5. It's as simple as that, guys. So you can do the math. If you want to flip, highly recommend that. You can buy cards off of me literally for maybe $2 or $3 to $5, whatever, and literally go to a show or literally post it on eBay and probably 10x your, no, I wouldn't say 10x, but maybe get you 40% profit, 40 to 50% to 100% profit. You double your money, okay? That's what I recommend. Why do I do it then? What's the case? Why don't I just wait on eBay? Because it takes forever sometimes on eBay. You look in different avenues to build up, your stream of revenue, okay, guys? I'm doing this for a living. Keep in mind, I'm not just doing this, post it and forget it. I need to keep generating money so I can put food on the table. So that's why this is a different revenue, so I can move stuff. So my thoughts are right now, for a seller, unless you have thousands and thousands of followers and, if you do this show on a daily basis, it's going to be very difficult, like myself, to make this super profitable. I don't feel like it's super profitable for sellers, at least, unless for people of my size of group, anybody who's just starting off, you're not going to be profitable instantly. you have to build that way up. It's just the way it goes. It's just like any business. You have to build that way up. You're going to probably end up losing money. Yeah, and this is the thing. I've joined rooms where people are losing money and they're bitching and crying. Bro, sorry to say it, man. When you start business, you don't start in the black. You're going to start in the negative. It's just, that's the way it goes. I think Whatnot is also a platform where they're wanting you to promote your show, so you have to pay more money on that. So it's they're looking to generate revenue. They want you to sell. They want people to buy off the platform because when you make money, when you make sales, they make money. So the fees right now, I think is like 8% commission. And then on top of that, don't forget each transaction is like 3.9% because people are paying with PayPal. And then I think it's the same. It's the same as eBay. eBay is like 12.5%, whatever, 11.5 to 8, 13, around 12.5 to 13%. Dude, Whatnot's about the same process. It's the same commission fees, whatever. Like I said, you have to build it up. It's a lot of work. You have to build up your following. Am I still going to be doing shows? I still am for now. So follow me. You guys can get great deals. And like I said, it's just a different revenue stream. Will I do it forever? It's a lot of work, guys. You have to understand if I do a 2-hour show, it literally takes, like I said, about 5 to 8 hours of my time overall. And right now, does it justify it? It probably doesn't because I'm not profiting as much as I would want to. But hopefully if I can, in another 2, 3 more, 4 months, we'll see if I'm still not burnt out. That's the one thing. Whatnot, you can get burnt out, guys. Like I just said, it's a full-time gig. So hopefully I don't get burnt out. So that's why I'm starting off with maybe 1 or 2 shows a week. And then we'll see where it goes from there. It's just a different revenue stream. It's bringing a little bit of revenue, and currently it is a little bit only, but it's revenue. So, and then I'm just moving stuff, and I'll let you guys know in a couple more months. We'll see how I do. You guys can, if you guys have questions, you can join my Whatnot when I do on. Currently, I'm trying to schedule it around Thursday nights, Thursday evenings, and Saturdays. I was told that, during the mornings is probably better. If I could, I would. It's just right now with the kids' schedule, I might try and see if I can add another show in the morning sometime, just see how that does. Because it's less competition in the morning, so we'll see on that. But other than that, man, there you guys go. That's my thoughts on it. I'm going to continue it. It ain't a huge moneymaker if you're first starting out or you're small Whatnot streamer like me. That's my thoughts. I'm going to let you know. You're not going to be profitable until you can build your following, until you can, this is the thing too, the number one thing, the biggest thing to be a successful Whatnotter, I guess that's the word, right? Whatnotter. When you source your inventory, you're going to want to try to get the best deal or get nice lots as possible. That's the thing. That's the key to the game. Whatnot, you can only sell whatever you can sell, whatever people are going to willing to buy, but you have to get whatever inventory at a good deal, or you're going to have to buy super, super huge lots so you can get the bulk pricing down so you can make a little bit of money. So there you guys go. That's my thoughts on it. I'm going to stick on it for a while. Hopefully, like I said, the amount of followers, the amount of people in my room pick up, because then people, like I said, buyers have to understand. I mean, you guys should be in my stream or any other stream on Whatnot, and I'm not sponsored by them. Keep in mind, I don't give a shit. I'm not sponsored by anybody. But to get your best deals right now, really, I feel like best bang for your buck, find those smaller rooms, find the smaller Whatnotters and everything, and you most likely will get the best deal from them because there's just not that many. You don't have 100 people bidding against each other. More like you have 5 people bidding against each other, and maybe you don't even bid against anybody because you might be the only one who wants that specific card for $2 or $1 or something like that. So there you guys go. That's my thoughts. A lot of people hate Whatnot. A lot of people do this. I don't do breaks. That's the one thing too. I stopped doing breaks. I don't do breaks. I don't partake in them anymore. I just open boxes for fun. I do provide giveaways of packs to rip and everything, but breaks is just not my thing because I feel like that's enabling gambling for kids to me, and I don't know, man. I don't have any moral high ground. I just felt like I used to do that, and I felt like when I don't post something nice for somebody, I felt bad. That person, there's a lot of people who join my breaks and they're like, hey, that's just part of the nature of the beast, part of the game. But you can ask my wife. I completely would tell her, gosh, this person paid whatever into a break and I couldn't pull anything for them. I felt like shit. So I have a conscience, and that's why I don't do breaks anymore on that. And I just That's just me, man, personally. So it is what it is. Other than that, man, if you guys enjoyed this, my thoughts currently, it may change in a couple months, we'll see. But feel free to subscribe if you guys like this stuff. If not, all good. I appreciate you guys watching the video this far. Don't forget, check out the Whatnot link, check out eBay, all that stuff. All link is in the description. I'll try and do another another video later on this week to let you guys know what's selling, Q&A if I have a little bit of time. I might rip some box open with my daughter. We haven't done that in a while, so I keep talking about that. So I'll open up some boxes. It was fun doing those type of videos with her, so I'll see if I can do that with her again sometime this week or next week or two. So other than that, man, appreciate you guys. Get on with your rest of the week. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Go Warriors. Let's go. NBA season's around the corner here. Go Dubs. Go Bears. Big game this week against the Washington Commanders. Hawkeyes, you guys have been a disappointment beyond. Other than that, man, have a good one. Till next time, guys.